Hello everyone, welcome on back to Pallegney. Alright, so I think first things first, I talked about it, I want to say last time too, about getting one of those multi-fruit buying stations. I'm putting it somewhere right in here. It would just be quite convenient, really. I'm going to do that once I actually back out of the farmland things. I accidentally clicked on that. Where would that be at? Container. That seems about right. I know there's different ones of it. That's the discounted one. There should be a real one. That's the one we'll want. I don't know how discounted the discount one is. We'll put it right over here. There we go. 4,000 bucks. Yeah, that's probably right. I would assume it's, realistic as in what it normally would cost. I know I'm destroying some crop there, but I don't have much of an option really to try to get around in here. This does fit down this ramp. Barely. Barely. And we'll just try to fit through here. Alright, oh, we're out of that mess. So I'll probably just have a worker kind of set off on this. Seems like a fairly good plan, at least. It's a fairly large field, so I don't think I want to do all of it too badly. And then we have tethering and a windrow that is needed in the grass field. We'll just hit a worker on it. We actually have some harvest we could do. I don't think we'll end up doing it this month, though. Because the sorghum, yeah, it's sorghum fields over there. I don't think we'll do it this month. Because I kind of want to try to make sure I get the grass field done, as well as that field planted. Those are kind of the bigger priority items right now. I noticed a little bit of a side effect with updating the map, though. The recently had a update, as of recording at least, like a week ago. There's the trees that we cut down in the middle of the fields, they're back. They're just back now. I think if we go to here, we can see, yep. I see two trees right in the middle of the field. And then there's also the one that's in here. Yep, right there, right in the middle of the field. So that's nice to know, I guess. Yeah, that's... Yeah, I don't know what to say. I did not expect that, to be frank. Normally trees don't just regrow like that. I guess, sometimes exceptions matter to that, though, I guess, so. Nothing in the sale, okay. I did get all the milk product and everything moved over. We are sitting fairly good in the dairy, at least for the time being, until we eventually run out in there as well. We have a lot of oats in there. Is it canola oil month? It is. It's still going up, though. Shows the train, which does work, but there's no flatbed on the train. Still going up, though, so we can probably wait a little bit and then sell it. No, it says November, too, so actually eggs would be good. So we can load those up as well. I'll try to remember to do those. Right, I'm going to set a little steering assist on this, make it a little bit easier. Make sure I'm staying in my lines at least. Yeah, I figure we can at least do the tethering and then maybe we'll either buy a windrow or rent one, either or. As far as I know, we don't have one. At least I don't see one on the farm. And I'll probably have a worker do that then. Although, we all know how the workers can be start stopping on the corners and stuff, so it might be most efficient if I do it myself. But I might end up doing that as well. And really, probably shouldn't take the worker off of Pallegney. Just let them kind of do their thing. Yeah, we'll make sure and get those products sold. At the probably Coca Express, I'm guessing will be the place to sell it at. Usually if it's not the train, it's there, it seems. Which obviously, the train does work, that is fixed. There's a bit of a menu thing that's kind of bugged on it, but outside of that, it has been working, but there's no flatbed, so unless that got updated in the map update. I certainly don't remember there being anything in the notes for that, but it's possible I missed things. Alright, so I think what we'll do here is I'll start with time-lapse. We'll get this finished out fairly quickly, so I'll talk to everyone once the time-lapse is done.
Lately I feel stuck to my bed, and you're the only one who keeps me moving on. And I know it's just what I get, turning the TV on with all that's going on. Stand by me and tell me I'm alright, when everything that we knew started to fall right through, right through. 'Cause all I need is a guiding light. Oh, I could be falling too, but I'm not alone when I'm with you.
Alright, so we're just about done here. Maybe a little bit left in this corner to do for tethering. Yeah, there we go. That should be the whole field. Nicely done. Now let's take a look. I'm going to first take a look at this. They're doing pretty good. They probably just have outer edges maybe left, which is honestly outstanding. Honestly, it's pretty quick. Let's see. Where are the windrow? Obviously, I kind of want something fairly large. There still needs to be some sort of middle option in here. Yeah, 9 meters seems to be probably the best bet. And we'll probably buy that, honestly. I should have checked it through here to make sure we didn't own one that I didn't know where it was. Okay. We'll go and get the tedder dropped off, then we can head up to the store. We'll get the windrow picked up. We'll get this windrowed right afterwards then. Yeah, is that just the outer edge? They might have a couple more strips maybe to do. Yeah, that's probably a couple more strips and then it's outer edge. It's hard to say. I didn't look at the steering assist line, so it kind of depends on how many headlands they're going to be doing. I'd assume for that kind of field it's probably like 3 or 4. That seems to be kind of average amount for that plane turn. Well, I think I'll take a little bit of a shortcut. It's basically a direct path instead of going through the farm. Just go right to the grass field. It looks like... If I had to bet they're doing the headlands now. Yeah, looks like they are. Based off of the fact they're doing the headland up there. Yeah, they probably have, what, 2 or 3 more strips then? And then they'll be done. They'll probably end up being done right around the same time we are, honestly. If I had to guess. Pop-up steering assist. Yeah, this was the one that did 8.2 meters and it wasn't... It's actually more. Yeah, it's 9. I don't think the other ones do that, so... I'm going to raise that up just a little bit to 8.8 or something, so we have a little bit of a buffer. Yeah. I noticed that. It was this one. I forgot which one it was. But yeah, clearly it's this one. And off we go. It is missing a little bit, so maybe it is actually supposed to be 8.2. Maybe it is supposed to be 8.2. Possible. I probably should turn that off before I did that. I'm gonna get it backed up and just see if it picks up the rest. Just out of curiosity. Yeah, now it looks better. Huh. I kind of got screwed on that deal. I'm pretty sure there's cheaper options. Yeah, 8.4 would have been cheaper. Oh well. It's not that big of a difference. I should have probably fertilized this, but we haven't really had a need to. You know, I realize, yeah, we could get a better yield. It's just, we just really haven't had a need. I'm almost tempted to not. Unless we kind of get to the point where, yeah, we really need as much hay as we possibly can. We should make sure we fertilize it. I don't really think it's probably worth it right now then. It's probably not. Just for a simple fact, obviously you're going to put some money into it and, you know, we kind of still fairly keep on top of this for the most part. So it's not one of those things where we got to set aside time. We kind of do it whenever. Yeah, the steering assist lines on this are far better than the Tedder. Actually staying nice. For the most part, there's a couple spots it's missing, but like that type of turn is so nice to have a steering assist. Well, I'll probably just do another time lapse. We'll get this finished out for windrow. Then I'm thinking after that we'll probably start working on getting all the products kind of collected to be sold. Get those sold right away. So I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done.
Let's get a ride out of town to the lake and play our favorite song, and we can get along. Oh, we can dance through 100 earthquakes, and when the world is gone, I know where I belong. Yeah, stand by me
Alright, so we're just about done here. Maybe a little bit left. Yeah, well, it's going pretty good, and then this side of the field there's like a lot of short, small strips, and it really does not look great in some spots now, but it's good enough. It's good enough. Over here, though, it looks great. Yeah, it's just all the short strips and stuff. It's no fun when you try to bail it. Obviously, you prefer the really long strips whenever possible in that case, but sometimes you don't really have much of a choice. I'll double check to make sure they got most of that field. I would assume they did because it looks fairly. Oh, is that a strip up top? I can't see. There might be a strip up there. It's hard to say. It was like right on the horizon, and sometimes it'll kind of show that it wasn't planted, but it actually was. But the best way to check... Oh, yeah, it was right. Yep, small little chunk right up there. That was a good thing I checked then, huh? Oh, I see how it missed it. Okay. It's not very flat right there. It's kind of a more so an issue with this drill because it's just a solid bar. There's no flex to it. So it kind of struggles with these strips that are kind of on the hill. Depending on which way it's going. So yeah, this will be a future problem as well. I think there's pieces in one of the other fields that I had to go back through on as well. Yeah, that looks better. The whole thing is done at least. Well, we'll have to head up this way and drive in the neighbor's field so we don't destroy our own crop. I kind of wish we did own this field here. I think it's potatoes, though. Because if we did, I would probably take some from the field and try to make a road in here. Some sort of path. So we really don't have any paths to these fields. We kind of just have grass just in the middle. And we're just kind of driving on that. Now, I'm thinking the canola oil I'm probably going to have to load with super strength. Just because it's right on the highway there, or right on the road. And I know the cars are going to get stopped in there, and it's not going to be any fun to have to go and do that, so. I'll do the eggs. I'll load up the eggs, though. I should check if we have much for eggs in the other pen, too. I kind of doubt we would, but it is a higher price right now, so. Does it say in here? Oh, almost 2,000 liters. Wow. 1 month has more, or 2 months? Like 1 or 2 months has more eggs than this pen has gotten us. This has been here for like a year or two, since the beginning. Yeah, this will be a good income. Good little winter income, really. I don't think we have much for crops to sell this winter. It's like sorghum, I already kind of figure will end up being chicken food. So there goes that. I'm so far off, wow. From distance, I thought I was right on. It wasn't even close, actually. And and we'll get it loaded up. But really, I should have put the other pallets on the other side of the tray there. I could have just drove right up and put them up, but... Alright, yeah. Like I said, the canola oil, I will end up probably using super strength because there's going to be cars right in the way otherwise. Just to make it a lot easier. It should be at Kokai as well, which of course the train is a better price. But there's no flatbed, so I'm not quite sure how that would work. This is a better price here, though. Alright, so all of that is loaded up. Yeah, next time we'll be doing the harvest in this field. And we'll have to cut the tree down again. Again. I'm not sure if I should sell it, because technically I've already sold that tree. I know they're not worth a ton. Like, if I sold that tree as well as the two I cut down over here, I'm probably going to make like 4, maybe 5 grand. It's not like it's a ton of money, but... the Kokai is right there, alright. Make sure I sell that at the right spot. $54,000, not too bad, not too bad. I certainly cannot complain. I need to get this moved out of the way so more can spawn. Try not to knock it off. Knock it off here. Otherwise, you know, I'd be sitting here for a while like, where did I go? Where did that go? Alright, there we go. Everything's out of the way. Should have more room to spawn. There's a bunch of flour in here. There's still a bunch of oats, too, to go through. I was hoping everything would be through by, what, January, when bread is at its peak price, but I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Still, it's going to be well over $100,000 of bread this winter, which will be a nice jump in the bank account. Nice little jolt. Yeah, that is about everything for today. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.